What's good, peeps? Thank you as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, do we have a problem in making this Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua rematch? Personally, I don't think so, but I think most of you guys would have seen the tweet that Oscar De La Hoya sent out recently. It's on the screen now, hinting that there might be a problem. So let's discuss what problems there might be. The first one that springs to mind is pounds and pence, or should I say dollars and cents, because I think the fight will 110% happen in America. Now, I've given up all hope of this fight happening at Wembley Stadium. I think it will all go back to MSG. All the clues and the hints are to suggest that that's where the rematch will happen. So if the fight does happen in America, then obviously the TV company that has to put up, or should I say the streaming platform that has to put up most of the money for this, or nearly all of the money for this, is DAZN. Now, DAZN never released the figures for AJ versus Andy Ruiz Jr., the signups, right? They did it for Canelo versus Jacobs, and I guess the reason they did it for Canelo versus Jacobs because those were good numbers, right? So it was almost a case of, we're showing off to the world, here are our numbers. They didn't do it for Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua, or should I say Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, which leads me to believe the numbers were shit. Let's be honest, the numbers were shit. I'm hearing all sorts of weird rumors about the numbers. I'm not going to get into them because I don't know which ones are true. But let's just say it got absolutely nowhere near Canelo versus Jacobs. Nowhere near whatsoever. I actually watch a guy, I don't know if you guys follow him, a guy called Luke Thomas, talks about MMA, very good MMA analyst. And obviously he covers MMA, but he also knows his boxing, talks about football a bit. And he said the promotion for this fight was non-existent. So we might be looking at it from a UK standpoint and think, my God, they're really promoting it. He said from an American standpoint, they did nothing, like zero, in terms of what he knows as fight promotion. Obviously, he covers UFC events, so he knows what big fight promotion is. And he says this didn't get anything in terms of big fight promotion. Now, that could be for a couple of reasons. I guess the biggest reason would be because Andrew Ruiz was a last-minute replacement. So they might really have done a big push for Miller versus Joshua. Or maybe they just thought, you know what, AJ is just going to blow this guy out the water. What's the point? So this is my argument now when it comes to the money issue. Now, we're led to believe that Joshua got around the $30 million mark. And I think Andy Ruiz Jr. got something like $5 million. Yeah, I think that's fair. Joshua, you could go up a couple of million or down a couple of million. But I think that's the Andy Ruiz figure. So in total, a $35 million purse there or thereabouts, which is a very, very big purse, right? Especially for DAZN, a new streaming platform. AJ isn't on a deal like Canelo or Golovkin. He isn't on no 6 or 10 fight deal. His situation with DAZN at the moment is literally fight by fight. Although there were talks about him signing up to a long contract, I haven't heard of anything in terms of him signing up yet. So he's on a fight by fight basis. So imagine if you are DAZN execs sitting around the table right now. You are saying this fight bombed. So we are now in deficit mode. This fight didn't do nothing for us. We paid AJ 30. We paid Andy Ruiz 5, but this fight bombed. They want to do a rematch. Now, if they do a rematch, AJ's number stays the same. That's AJ's number. Ruiz's number jumps to at least 3, maybe 4 times that. Ruiz might come to the table and ask for something like $15 or $20 million. Why wouldn't he? He's the champion. We know he asked for $40 million to come to the UK, so I'm just going to be conservative and half that number. So again, you're the execs around the table, and Eddie Hearn says, all right, we need a purse of around $50 million, guaranteed. Obviously, there are other things that come into play, ticket sales, sponsorship. There's loads of other things in terms of selling the rights to all different countries to play it. But in terms of the guarantee, it needs to come from DAZN, and that number needs to equal both purses. That's a difficult sell. I mean, Eddie Hearn can sell everyone everything, but I'm sorry, DAZN will look at numbers. And the numbers will say this fight didn't do too well. Didn't do too well. Now, yes, everyone is saying it's the biggest fight of 2019. Eddie Hearn's already started that sell, but they look at numbers. Not hype, not trash talk, numbers. And they didn't release the numbers for Ruiz versus Joshua, so you know it bombed. What's to say it won't bomb again? Now look, these DAZN guys, we know they've got deep pockets, but they're new in the game. They didn't come in the game to lose money. They came in the game to make money. AJ maybe just isn't pulling the numbers in that they expected or wanted. Canelo, fair enough. Golovkin, maybe not so. But they expected AJ to do massive numbers. Hasn't happened. So my question is, can the DAZN afford to pay the purses that both men want? I mean, will AJ have to come down now he's been defeated? Will Ruiz maybe have to be a bit more realistic? I don't know. Or will the fight go to Wembley in London and all that pressure and stress goes onto the back of Sky Sports? I feel like the fight could do better numbers in the UK. Now, if this was a Showtime pay-per-view in America, that's different, right? Because they'll probably chuck it on for $80, right? So you kind of make your money back. But I mean, the number in terms of the cost for a sign-up on the DAZN is what? I think is it gone to $20 yet? I mean, the pay-per-view over here is what, 20 quid? It might make more economic sense to do this fight in the UK based on that. I don't know about sponsorships and all the other stuff, but in terms of ticket sales, it will be at Wembley. I mean, that's fucking 4 times what Madison Square Garden can handle, and it will be on pay-per-view. I think it does more sense and makes more sense to have it in the UK, and I wonder if that's the reason why there's a bit of a hold-up. What do you guys think anyway? What's your thoughts? Let me know. Peace.